What's up YouTube, this is your boy G back in another video. Today I just want to show a quick comparison of some of the shots that I took from my brand new S20 Ultra versus my existing S10 Plus. I believe a lot of you are interested to know what are the differences on the photos that they take. So we'll find out right now. S20 Ultra is basically rocking a 108 megapixel main camera plus 48 megapixel and another 12 plus of course time of flight, 40 megapixel in front. Just go ahead and pause that video if you're interested to check the specs. For the S10 Plus, it's old but goodie with its 16 megapixel main camera plus 12, another 12, and also front camera which is 10 megapixel. Now the technology on this is different from the S20 Ultra, so it's really good, but let's go ahead and check it out. So first in the lineup, we have S20 Ultra on the left here, S10 Plus will be on the right side, and all of the photos that we'll check right now. But if you notice, there's really not much difference. If I say S20 Ultra is probably a little bit contrasty, a lot of dark shadows are being highlighted there, but all in all, they're pretty much in the same league here. Here on this photo, it also looks the same, but you will notice on the upper left corner on the S20 Ultra, the highlights, the HDR highlights, a little bit blown out. It's just all white, while the S20 Plus still showing a little bit of clouds there. But on the bottom, if you notice the rock formation there, the S20 Ultra is really detailed versus the S10 Plus that's just a little bit blurry there. Here in the shots, just some random bikers or cyclist biker that I just took a photo. Both of them are really cool. I prefer the S20 Ultra here because it looks a little bit dramatic. I think it's just because of the contrast again, a lot of blacks that I can see there, and it looks really presentable versus the S10 Plus, which is really looking good as well, but it's just looking like a mobile phone picture. Here again, it's just some random water bottle that I just took, but if you notice, there's a huge difference here on the background blur. Now this is not a portrait shot or a live focus, just a normal natural bokeh in action. The S20 Ultra with its bigger sensor has a natural bokeh, as you can see here. So it's up for your preference, which one you like. Just go ahead and put in the comment which one you think is better. On this one, it's the same shot as previously, but you will notice here on the S20 Ultra, it's also again detailed, especially on the bottom rocks. But again, it's the same trend. The clouds on the top is a little bit blown out. On the S10 Plus, I can see the power lines on the clouds there or below the clouds, but on the S20, it's just all white. So here we got some focus thingy here. The S20 Ultra, to be honest, is experiencing a little bit of problem with the autofocus. I think its autofocus not that smart. It's very slow. But you know, once it gets that, then it's doing good. So which one you would prefer here? Just go ahead and scrutinize that and see which one looks better. Alright, here we do have some HDR action here. I actually prefer the S10 Plus shot in this one because if you notice, it's not that dark. The S20 Ultra is just crashing shadows here. There's a lot of blacks on the trees, especially in the boat as well. I cannot really see the people there. But on the S10 Plus, I can still see the passengers. So the S10 Plus looks better here, I think. On the next shot, this is just a normal shot with the scene optimizer enabled. So they're trying to compensate with light because this is like a cave, you know, like a little bit of underground, or not underground, but it's just some tunnel. So it's really dark in here. I think the S20 did a great job in putting up some details. S10 is just a bit washed out, I think. All right, now this is my daughter here. This is again normal shot, not a portrait or a live focus, just a point and shoot shot. Both of them are really cool, really good. S10 Plus is still experiencing this a little bit of haze that I can notice. There's like a wash out picture, while the S20 is really contrasty. However, it's crashing shadows. Look at the pants, it's just too dark, or it's just all black, while on the S10 Plus there's still some details on it. Another shots that will show that is this rock formation here. S10 Plus is really showing a lot of shadows on the rightmost side of it, but on the S20 Ultra it's just some dark hole. So on the HDR, I think S10 Plus is showing a little bit of detail because it's not that contrasty compared to S20 Ultra. So again, it depends to your preference, which one would you prefer. On this next shot, this is very interesting. It actually shows the limit, or the advantage rather, of the S20 versus the limitation of the S10 Plus. It's an HDR action here, but you will notice they're perfectly good. However, the S10 Plus is just blowing out the lights here and putting up some glare or some haze in the picture, while the S20 keeps really clean and it's really contrasty and detailed. I like it. Next is some portrait shot. This is actually a live focus shot. If you notice on the S10 Plus, the background is really blurry because it's again doing some fake bokeh or something. But in the S20 Plus, it's kind of like natural. And again, the S10 Plus is showing a little bit of haze. I didn't really like the haze. It's like the contrast is not that deep versus the S20 Ultra. That's really contrasty. Now, this one looks the same as well, if you notice, but if you scrutinize the trees on the background, the upper left corner, again, S20 Ultra is very contrasty, while the S10 Plus has this kind of like a haze or some kind of like a wash out filter on it. It's just natural, no filter, but if you will compare it side by side, S10 Plus has this kind of like a filter. But again, it's up to you because that produces good details as well. Now here, we have some wall action here, some vandalism happening here. This is the S20 Ultra. I like it. It's pretty detailed. Again, when it's in focus, it does good, while the S10 Plus is always on focus all the time. So it's really gonna do a great job here. I cannot really pick on them. S10 Plus is doing great. Now here, the Ultra is doing some HDR action again. You will notice on the left side, or rather on the right side, the trees, there's a lot of black shadows there, while the S10 Plus is showing details. However, it's really washed out. So S10 Plus is having difficulty in handling too bright scenarios. On this one, the S20 Ultra is just doing its magic, a lot of details. I actually zoomed into the couple of guys there. I'll put up in another video to test the zoom, by the way, so go ahead and watch out for that. But here, the S10 Plus is also doing a great job. I cannot really pick one. Just go ahead and pause if you would like, and choose which one you like. Now, I do have some night mode action here, and let's see which one does better on the night mode magic. So these are the shots, pre-night mode, and this is the shot when night mode is enabled. They look the same, however, if you look into the sky, the S20 is producing some stars and some details, while the S10 is just fake, ugly sky there. Now, this is just some foliage on the neighborhood. Again, night mode is not yet enabled. It's just pitch black almost, of course. And then the night mode is enabled. Of course, S20 Ultra is a bit brighter. It's actually producing some yellow tint, if you would notice. I didn't like it that much because it's too yellow, but again, it depends which one you prefer. This one's almost pitch black. And you notice the sky is already better in S20 Ultra without even night mode turned on. And when it's on, it's producing a lot of details on the sky and even on the floor. Look at the road. It's producing a lot of details comparing to the S10 Plus. Now this for shot can just single light there. Without night mode, it's pretty good already because of that light. But with the night mode enabled, the sky will be much more detailed in the S20 Ultra versus the S10 Plus. All right, that's pretty much it. I will actually put up another video showcasing the video capability of the S20 Ultra. Some kind of 8K. I believe I gathered some 8K footage out there. So that's 8K 24 FPS, right? And I also captured some 4K in action, 60 FPS. So I'm going to upload that on a separate video, just all videos, so you can check the capability of the S20 Ultra in 8K and 4K. But for now, which one do you like, by the way? Go ahead and comment down below if you think that it's worth an upgrade, or it would be better to just, keep your S10 Plus and wait for, I don't know, S21 or something. S26 looks like a milk for a kid, but yeah, comment down below. I'm interested to know what are your thoughts about this. Do you think the S20 Ultra is worth an upgrade? Is it worth it upgrading for S10 from S10 Plus to S20 Ultra? Or I think for me personally, S10 Plus pictures are really outstanding already. However, the only difference that I can probably say is that the S10 Plus takes really great pictures, but there's nothing special about it. They're sharp, they're good, they're on point, but they just look like another smartphone captured picture. It doesn't look anything special. It's just sharp, it's just saturated Samsung. It's just normal, nothing else. But the S20 Ultra is producing some dramatic pictures, as if you're gonna wonder if it's taken from a DSLR or some digital camera, not a local or not a normal smartphone only. I think that's where the Samsung is going through right now as well, putting a bigger sensor on their S20 Ultra lineup. I think they're trying to mimic or to produce a more dramatic picture that will look like it's taken from an SLR camera, not just a simple mobile camera. So let me know your thoughts if you're into that, if you're or if you much prefer the S10 Plus, clearer, in focus, normal pictures, no drama, nothing. Just go ahead and comment down below. Like this video if you're interested, or if you enjoy this video, go ahead and just click on like. Subscribe on my channel if you're not subscribed yet. I put up a lot of reviews and product reviews like this as well. I will also review the Galaxy Buds Plus. I'm going to upload that in the following day, so if you're interested into that, just go ahead and click subscribe. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and see you on my next one. Peace.